So, all right, not counting baseball, not counting Ken Burns' baseball. There are really 3 documentaries I truly do enjoy. And I'm going to just start with this one because I know everyone's going to be like, oh my gosh, he's bringing this up again. I love the 30 for 30 Steve Bartman.
Yeah.
Catching Hell.
Beautiful.
And it has nothing to do with the Marlins.
Nope.
Nothing. It could have been, I don't know, the Phillies.
Is that the one where they like take the diagram and like, you know, showing like 15 other people were going?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Love it.
Love that documentary. Not because it's the Marlins. To me, it's possibly the best 30 for 30 documentary out there. Because as a fan, if that was me, if the Jose guy did that to the Marlins, you would never see me ever again. And that would suck for me. Because I love baseball, that I love the Marlins that much. This guy went to Notre Dame. I've done that drive from Notre Dame to Chicago. It's pretty much the drive we're doing right now. As a diehard fan, I want to go see a game.
Well, like you said, this guy is such a fan. Like, he's listening to the radio broadcast because it's, you know, like, and so that's why people don't, like, he is this obsessive, I mean, just, it's just awful, man.
And it makes you feel for the guy. It makes you feel for Steve Bartman. It really does. I love Moises Alou. He won us a World Series in '97. One of my friends is Moises Alou's nephew. Moises Alou doesn't react like that. Cubs could rebound and win the World Series. Luis Gonzalez doesn't bobble that play at short. Cubs can rebound and win and get to the World Series.
It's the Buckner play. It's not the only thing that happens.
So, this documentary is the first time you ever see. Look, you can't. There's a ESPN Classic had a show a while ago. It's well over a decade because I was still in the condo when this first came out. Called Top 5 Reasons You Can't. Top 5 reasons you can't blame Dan Marino for not winning the Super Bowl. Top 5 reasons you can't blame Bill Buckner for '86. Well, they did a top 5 reasons you can't blame Steve Bartman. Only time I've ever heard them say you could blame Alex Gonzalez. So ESPN's 30 for 30 took this little idea, and turned it into an amazing documentary. Again, not because it's the Marlins. It could have been anything. You could take the most hated team in baseball for me is the Philadelphia Phillies. Can't stand them. Cannot stand them. Every year, no matter how good the Marlins are, the Phillies seem to find a way to beat us. Yet, vice versa, no matter how bad we are, we find a way to beat the Phillies. Whatever. Could have been the Phillies, and I could have been like, damn you, Steve Bartman, how dare you? But at the end of the day, Joe Buck's right. This guy. You got to blame these 11 people before you blame Steve Bartman. Great documentary on baseball as a whole. Now, let's go to my Hispanic side. Because my grandfather came from Cuba, played in the minors, went to spring training over with the Cardinals, played in Texas, Carolina, Tampa, Oklahoma, Cuban in the 50s, playing in the States. All right. I love Viva Baseball. Great documentary explaining the plight of Hispanics coming to the United States. Rookie league, minor leagues, international contracts, how Cubans have to escape in the middle of the night by boat to get to Mexico to come, how they have to, Yasiel Puig had to pay some guy $5 million just to get here, or he was going to cut his hands off. I mean, and of course, probably my favorite line of any documentary ever is in this documentary. Hitler Ramirez, literally 3 months before he gets traded to the Marlins, it has always been a goal of mine to be the captain of the Boston Red Sox. Three months later, he's traded to the Marlins for Josh Beckett. Okay, whatever. 10, 15 years later, he's finally on the Red Sox, but David Ortiz ain't going anywhere. So, great documentary about explaining the plight of the Hispanic community trying to play baseball in the United States. Even dating way back to the first. Please, no emails, no angry tweets, no angry comments. No angry, nothing. I'm just going off facts. The plight of the first African to ever play baseball who was Cuban. 30 years before Jackie Robinson. Yes, Jackie Robinson changed baseball. Yes, Jackie Robinson was the first African American to play baseball in the majors. Get that. Awesome. But everyone seems to forget back in 1917 when an Afro-Cuban came and played baseball. All for one season, but still. All right. Goes into that plight, goes into all those plights. Amazing. Great. Love it. Go see Viva. And then there was this new documentary that just came out this year, last year, or 2017, so last year. Fastball. Have you seen that one?
Yeah.
Get on Netflix. It's on Netflix. It literally describes, and I'm using literally correct, the fastest fastball in baseball history and who threw the fastest fastball. Like, they did all the science and the documentary of going back when Sandy Koufax had to throw a ball between two glass panes, and when Christy Mathewson had to do this, and Aroldis Chapman do it, and goes into it. Now, I would put this like on the lower end of you must watch, because
What's we say?
me being who I am and going to school, I only cared about one thing, and that was performing, and before that it was baseball. But I'm good at math. I don't know how, I don't know why. The rest of my family, when it comes to math, are terrible. But they're doing the math of certain fastballs. And I think it was either Koufax or Christie that they put his fastball with new technology at 108 miles per hour. Beating Aroldis Chapman's 106.1, which was recorded using technology that I get pulled over on this turnpike enough time by that technology. I hope it's right. Or not. I've been paying a lot of speeding tickets for no apparent reason. But the math is wrong. But other than that, see the history of the evolution of what used to be, oh my gosh, that guy's throwing straight at 64 miles per hour. How am I going to hit that? To, I blink and the ball's already in the glove. It's insane. It's a great documentary, and I love it. It's on Netflix. It's called Fastball, and of course there's other ones on there like Knuckleball. I couldn't watch it, and I love the Knuckleball. Knuckleball is what got me into enjoying the Marlins, because my grandfather, being a pitcher, moving from the outfield to shortstop to pitcher, had to learn how to throw a knuckleball, and he learned his knuckleball from Hoyt Wilhelm, who taught Charlie Huff his knuckleball. Marlins goes full circle now with me. So it was interesting, and again, it was mostly Tim Wakefield that they were talking about, and the Met guy now, or he's not a Met now, he's a Blue Jay, the Cy Young winner, the first like Cy Young winner in 40 years. R.A. Dickey, there we go. It was mostly about them and Hoyt Wilhelm. Nothing about Charlie Huff, nothing about all the other people who threw the knuckleball industry. It's fun if you want to watch about knuckleball. And then again, there's the
Because didn't like Wakefield have like the reality show or something?
Yeah, which the guy who won that reality show should not have won that reality show, because he was a draft pick of the Miami Marlins. Yeah, of course you're going to know how to throw a ball. You were good enough to get picked by the Florida Marlins, which I enjoyed that, because the winner got a contract with the Arizona Diamondbacks. Well, his rights haven't run up yet with the Marlins. So if the Diamondbacks signed him to a spring training camp, we got compensation paid for it. So, and again, you go back to 30 for 30. 30 for 30 has had some great baseball documentaries.
Great series.
And again, I hear right now, go ahead and write what your favorite 30 for 30 documentary baseball-wise in the comment. Of course, we're going to get the 4 Nights in October. Of course, we're going to get which is a good documentary, but man, that story's been pounded into your head. Yes, we get it. Never come back from a 3-0 lead. Mariano Rivera had an more people have landed on the moon than Mariano Rivera's had scored on him.
Well, it's like one of those, I think that was just one where it was just like, the Lord was just finally like, oh God, give him one. I'm tired of listening to this. Because it was like, because like you said, that story is like unbelievable.
You present that script to someone in Hollywood.
It'd be like I'd laugh your
because even Jimmy Fallon sat there and went, hey, we're going to do a story about the Red Sox, and they're going to lose at the end.
Well, but I mean, again,
to the Yankees in the ALCS.
But what makes it perfect for that movie, though? Because they are like, I mean, that's, again, it's as cheesy as it is. It's a perfect setting for that movie because it's like, oh, look, he's heartbroken, and the Red Sox are just awful. They're going to lose again. And then as soon as she runs across the field, oh my God, they win. Yeah, but I'm like, but that's like,
that will never happen.
She didn't run across the field, but they were going to lose the game, and then they didn't, and then they didn't lose again, and then they swept out the series. I mean, it fits the movie. I mean, as you gotta like, you have to every time. I remember my roommate at the time, he was so pissed. He's like, oh, you know, because I'm gonna list all these Red Sox fans, and I was like, and I told him, I was like, okay, here's the deal. Either one of two things is gonna happen. You were too young, you didn't remember '86. The same thing. They're gonna, you know, I said they haven't won anything yet. They keep like, remember they kept like, oh, the curse is broken. You beat the Yankees. There's still another situation you have to get into.
Yeah.
And it's like, you didn't know what was gonna happen. And I said, well, so I was like, they've been to the series before. That's not the curse. The curse is they don't win the series. And I said, oh my God, if they came back from this unbelievable deficit to the Yankees, never been done before, and all this, and I said, they lose that series, it's gonna. I said, you don't understand what the next day was like in even in Winter Haven. I didn't live in Boston, and all these fans in Winter Haven were just like just the air was just let out of them. And you know, we're all running around like little kids. We're like, oh my God, that was so cool. But, and I said, either that's going to happen, which is the funniest thing you've ever seen in your life. You're a Red Sox fan. Anybody on there's going to get it. But I'm like hearing, like, just, you know, just like watching the like air get let out of them. I said, or the other thing that's going to happen, which is what happened, is like they're going to win the series. And then they're just going to be another team like everybody else, and they don't get that little thing on their back that's like, oh, woe is us. And like the Cubs now, same thing. Like, you don't get to be that team anymore, especially Boston. They've won 3 now. It's like, you don't get, you're as bad as the Yankees with spending money now. It's like, you don't get to play the underdog anymore. Like, you know, scrappy little, you know, bunch of idiots. It's like, no. So, and that's what I told them. And it's like, but,
yeah, and absolutely. And then you have the Livan Hernandez and Orlando Hernandez documentary on there. Very great documentary, love it. But again, I'd rather watch Viva Baseball than that one because Viva Baseball does the Encompass.
I've seen it.
I think Viva Baseball's on Netflix as well because I think that's where I watched it. But the Livan Hernandez one, very good, especially being a Marlin fan, being a Yankee fan. You can see the evolution of those two winning World Series. I mean, what better Hollywood story? Your brother, half-brother, is the first ever NL World Series and NLCS MVP and is a rookie. And then El Duque just goes, meh, I could, and freaking wins the World Series the next year. And the next year. And the next year. Congratulations, Livan. You got it, I got it. Let's ride off into the sunset. Which neither rode into the sunset because I remember going to Milwaukee for one of my going just to all the ballparks and looking at all of the roster and going, hey, does that say Livan Hernandez in it? She's like, yeah. It's like, it's 2011. He's still playing, and then he retired in 2012. His last game was at Toronto with the Nationals. Like, okay, him and Pudge. But, all right, so we got 10 minutes. I've never been to the stadium, so I'm going to turn off the camera. I hope you guys have enjoyed all this encompassing of just baseball. We left the wrestling and the video games and the comic books alone this time.
Start with that, and then we'll
Yeah, we'll start recording.
We'll do 2 shows.
We'll do 2 shows. Hey, there's that wrestling show that guy still pays me to do that I haven't
Put
done.
it like a little bonus feature.
Yeah, there we go. But hope you guys enjoy. We've never been to this park, so I'm gonna try to find it. I got lost in Lakeland last time, and you guys found that hysterical. So until next time, guys. Hope you enjoy this. See you guys at the ballpark.